Hello. Are you someone that manages multiple calendars? Are you a family that has multiple activities? Are you a busy mom? Are you a small business owner? Are you a power couple? Are you a content creator? Do you need some type of system to help you manage everything in your home? Well, the Skylight Calendar may be just it for you. Hi, my name is Nakeya, and I'm all about all things productivity wise and planning wise. And the Skylight Calendar has been great. Now, I was a little hectic at first about getting the Skylight Calendar because, as you know, I am a paper person. I love to see everything written down because everything is in order. You can see it, you can write it with pen and ink. But the Skylight Calendar is something that you can use in addition to your paper planner or your digital calendar. Let me tell you a little bit about the Skylight Calendar. It's not just a calendar. Now, the Skylight Calendar is digital and it's in a little monitor. It's like a tablet or a TV or a screen, whatever you want to call it, but you can get it in various sizes. I opted for the 15-inch because I didn't know exactly what I was getting into. So first off, installation was very easy, or setup was very easy. It's basically just take it out the box. One thing I love about the calendar is you can link your other calendars to it. So if the mom has a calendar, if the dad has a calendar, if you have a calendar for your home, it could be an iCalendar, it could be a Google Calendar, it could be an Apple Calendar, whatever it is, you put them all together, or you can link them all together into one calendar. And I know you're probably saying, well, you can do that anyway. Well, there's other things that the Skylight Calendar does. So you have your calendar, everything is linked there. Each person or even item can have a different color. So in my home, everyone in my home has a different color. So when we look at the calendar, we can see what it is. Now, a few months ago, our precious Simon, our 18-year-old Maltese puppy, passed away, and we decided to open up a pet sitting. So we are actually doing pet sitting through the Rover app. So we have clients. So we use our calendar for that as well. So we'll have like doggy daycare. That's the name of the person or the name of what we're doing for that particular thing. So on the calendar, under like doggy daycare, if that was a person, all of our dog sitting clients or our dog sitting dogs, their names will be there. So at any given time, we can look at our calendar, we can see what appointments I have, what appointments everyone else in the family has, and we can see if we have a pet it's going to be, we're going to sit for that time. There are some few things I really like about the calendar. Now, it has this program called Sidekick. Now, Sidekick, that is a thing that really sold me on the calendar. So, if you have a party invitation, a wedding invitation, even your school calendars for your children, you know how they give you your school calendar each year? You can take a picture of it and send it to the calendar, and it will actually populate the whole school year into the calendar, and you can tell it where you want it to go. So if you have two children, you can say, put this on the calendar for child A, B, and C, or whatever you want to do it, and it will put it there. And you know how sometimes schools will give you like a red robin week, or just something in particular where they have to wear like a green shirt one day and the other day is purple hats and just cat in the hat, whatever. They'll give you that calendar. It feels like they're giving you something like that once a month for a week. All you have to do is just take a picture of it and send it to the thing. It will do automatically. So with the Sidekick or with this calendar, you can actually take a picture of it and upload it. Or if you get an email, so say for example, someone emails you something, all you have to do is turn around and email it to your calendar. So let's just say you're or the Smith family, and you want to just name your calendar Smith Family at, I think it's called like iCalendar.com or our calendar, whatever it is. You'll do it that way, and all of a sudden it goes right where it needs to go. Now, I did mention that the Skylight Calendar does more than just a calendar. So this part is really neat. For meal planning, not only does it help you meal plan, you can actually open up your refrigerator, take a picture of what's inside of your refrigerator, and it can give you a menu, a shopping list, and recipes of what you can make from the things that are in your refrigerator. That is really neat. Another thing that it can do is if you're on the internet and you see a recipe, all you have to do is send it to your calendar and it will add it to your shopping list. Easy peasy. So I've been using the calendar for a few months now, and there are so many different things you can do with it. Another thing that I like to do is if you're watching a movie or you see like a clip, a preview for a movie, and you're like, oh, I want to remember that movie to come back later and watch it, you can add that to the calendar. You can have a list of movies that you and your family want to watch. And I love that. That is so neat. Just the calendar is amazing. I love it. It just does so many things. The calendar also have a task section. So if you have things that you need to do, you can put them on your task list for you or your spouse or your children, and you can actually assign rewards for it. So that is actually not something that I'm doing with my family. We're not doing the reward system just yet, but that is something that I find very interesting, and a lot of people do enjoy that. So you can actually give rewards to your children or your spouse or whoever for things that they've done. Now, some people are actually using this for their business, and I found that really interesting too, because you can actually set it up in so many different ways. Another thing I like about the calendar, so in addition to being, all of these things it does, it's also like a photo album. So I have mine hardwired in, on my wall. I actually mounted it. Now it does come with the actual mount for it. So you can mount it, and it has to be hardwired. It doesn't have like a battery, unfortunately, right? It's a live thing. You have to have Wi-Fi connected to it, and you have to have it plugged in. So I wanted to actually wall mount mine and put it in a command center. So I created this command center in my home. I wanted the command center to be something like a gallery wall, because the Skylight calendar, you can put your pictures on it. So during the holidays, I went through and I just sent all of, a lot of different Christmas pictures from when the kids were younger. And, I just really thought that was fun. So I haven't changed it yet. But as of right now, if you look at the calendar, it just shows, I think about 60. I think I've only uploaded about 60 pictures, but just 60 different holiday pictures. So when you're walking by it, you can see the different pictures. So that's something that's really interesting that you can do. And anyone can send, the picture to it. All you have to do is just go through it and just send it to that address you want it to go. So I do love that about the calendar. Now you can put it on a countertop. You can put it on the table. You can put it wherever you want it. But for me, I wanted to put it in an area that's very accessible to everyone. I wanted to hang it on the wall because I didn't want it to fall. I didn't want it on the table. I'm really funny about vertical spaces, actually horizontal spaces, and you all know that. You know how I feel about keeping those spaces clean. So I didn't want to just, sit it on a counter. So the area that I opted for was in our hallway going towards the kitchen. And this is an area that is a high traffic area. We're always going through that area. And I already had something there on that wall. It was like our security thing. So in my thoughts, it's kind of like, okay, well, this would be the command center. This is where we have the electronic stuff, but I wanted to, make it comfortable, and I wanted to make it nice. So I decorated the wall. I actually have in my Amazon shop everything that you'll see that I've used to decorate my command center. So decor pieces, just things that I wanted to, customize that wall or that command center and make it for myself. I did not get the bigger size, the 27-inch, because I wasn't quite sure how I was going to like it if I wanted something that size. But I think if I could go back in time, I probably would have gotten a bigger one. It would have taken up more space. Now, the little one, I do like it, the 15-inch. One thing I do like about it is you can actually hang it vertical or horizontal. I wanted it to have like the wide view because I wanted to see the whole month. Because one thing about the calendar is you can look by week, you can look by day, you can look by month, you can look by task. If you only wanted to see, like, for example, I was telling you about the pet sitting. If I only want to see the dogs, all I have to do is sort or filter and just see all of the doggy daycare dogs that we're going to have and the dates and the time that they're coming. It has the notes section and everything. If I only want to see what the kids are doing, I can do that. or just 2 things. So the calendar is really great, and you can look at it on your phone as well. Another thing I have to add, it's very important that you know that it does link with your other calendars. So if you add something on your phone on a Skylight link, it will go to your, let's say, for example, your Google Calendar, or you can erase it from your Google Calendar and then it will erase from your Skylights. So everything is like a mirror image. And I really, really did like that about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It is very interesting. Like I said, this calendar is really neat. If you have a Skylight calendar, I would love to hear your thoughts and your ideas of it. Please leave it in the comment section below. If you have any questions, or if you want to know more about myself, the Divine Life and Home Planner, or how to join my private Facebook community, because in my Facebook community and basically on my channel here on YouTube, I share home decor ideas, organizational tips, and planning and productivity strategies. I love to give my followers the best information. So please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I would love to have you in part of my community. Thank you very much and have a divine day. Goodbye.